As part of the Gaius the Glyphu fragment fusion that is currently going on the calendar on the 29th, which is today, the Friday, we have a 2x ancient event that is coinciding with a champion chase. So that is why I'm pulling my shards right now. There is a champion chase tournament that is currently on, and we'll see how many points we can get from this. Now, these pulls are from the noob to pro. I have currently 54 ancient shards saved up on this account. Yes, because we've been doing nightmare. This is the highest amount of shards we've ever gotten on this account. Then on my main account, I have over 124 shards waiting there to also be pulled. When we pull champions on this noob to pro, we like to take a look at them and how they can change our account. But on the main account, we don't check them out because nothing can change our account. We have almost all the champions in the game already, except some key legendary champions. So I'll be happy to get any game-changing epics as usual. So without wasting time, let's head right into the pool. I hope I did create enough space. It looks like I didn't. All right, let's start with the 10 pool. I'll try not to make this one too long. So I'm starting the shard pools with the noob to pro because I want the lock this time to be on my main account. So remember, a 2x event is the best time for you to pull your ancient shards or your sacred shards or your void shard. This one is for ancient shards. We always save shards for these events. Lady Quillen. That sounds like somebody from a movie or something. Lady Quillen, what does she do? She's from the Banner Lords. I've never heard of this champion. Surprisingly, I don't even recognize the avatar. On her A1, she fills champion's turn meter by 15% if this attack is critical. On her A2, she places an extra hit if the attack is also critical. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%. That's a huge turn meter fill. If this attack kills an enemy, it's conditional, so it's not that awesome. On the A3, she attacks all enemies, places a 30% increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns, also increase attack. This is on a 4-turn cooldown, which is not that cool. It should be on a lower cooldown so she can do it often. But hey, all you need is one time to nuke them, I guess. So she seems like an attack-based champion with this AoE right there. Hopefully this hits hard. And she can also help your other nukers also hit hard. But I don't know yet. We've not heard much about her. So maybe you want to check out what others are saying about her. I've never seen anybody build this champion in the game. We'll see some videos, if any videos exist about her even. I'm not sure. All right, let's go right to the next 10 pool. We are hoping for epics. I already have Vogots. Duke DPS, that's a decreased defense champion. We already have, who do we have on the noob to pro that can do this for us? Terrell is a decreased defense champion that replaced War Maiden. Now we have somebody that can replace Terrell. Why are we replacing Duke DPS with Terrell? Is because he does his decreased defense on a 3-turn cooldown with decreased attack, while Terrell does his as a 4-turn cooldown with decreased attack on the A1, but it's not on the AoE decreased attack. So if you compare Duke DPS with Terrell, you will see that he would give you a better job. He also has a provoke. Yes, it's conditional, I know, but this is the skill I'm talking about on the A1. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 75% chance of placing 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns on each critical hit. So unlike what's his name now? Stag Knight, who doesn't need a condition to place the decreased defense or decreased attack, right? Duke DPS has a condition that he must crit for him to place this decreased defense, but the decreased attack has no condition, right? Or it's just the 2 that has this critical hit condition. They kind of separated it, so I'm guessing that the decreased attack had no condition, while the decreased defense has the condition of a crit. So that's the main skill. So he comes with something extra, which is this one. He places provoke debuffs for 1 turn on the target enemy. Also has a 75% chance of placing provoke for 1 turn on 2 random enemies. So it's a 3 random provoke. It's not going to provoke the entire enemy wave, but it's useful, I guess, with reflect damage. I don't like him using this skill sometimes against bosses because it's useless. But so when you come against bosses, you might want to lock out this skill so he doesn't, especially in your wave 3, the final boss, so he doesn't keep using this instead of his A1. His A1 has a decreased accuracy, which is extremely useful. 50% decreased accuracy is extremely useful. So the bosses and difficult enemies that want to debuff you, that might be getting resisted if you have a little bit of resistance at least. Let's see, he's in aura. He's already in faction crypt. So yes, he's an awesome champion for faction crypt. So this champion will be replacing Terrell for sure for my dungeon teams. Or he is not a good clan boss champion. I've not seen him being used for clan boss because his decreased attack is not as consistent as Terrell's own. So I've not seen him for that purpose. But for dungeon, he's awesome. All right, the next champion we got, we're not even going to talk about her because she's a meme. She's best known for her revive, and it's on a 5-turn cooldown. Revive on a 5-turn cooldown from a champion who has nothing else to add to the team. Nah, everybody has this champion for free already, so nobody wants to see her being pulled. All right, we do have Aina. I didn't see this one. I thought that was only 2 epics we did pull from this 10 pool. 3 epics from this is a barbarian, and she's not that popular, but her A1 has grant an extra turn, 80% chance of weaken debuff for 3 turns, a single target A2, A3 decreased defense, single target also for 3 turns. Heals this champion that I think she's gonna hit hard, but she's a single target and it's gonna be conditional where you want to use her for faction crypt. I guess that's the aura, right? Yes, for faction crypt. She's not a dungeon champion, she's not quite popular. All right, so I can't say whether she's bad or not. I don't have enough information about this champion, Aina. All right, Duke DPS though is a huge pull for the new to pro, so we are meeting our goals of getting game-changing champion. Grimskin is not game-changing. Hoarding is not game-changing. Catacomb Counselor is a little bit awesome, I guess. Yes, Grimskin, if you do not know this champion, on his A1 he does decrease speed. That's all he does on the A1. A2 provoke, 40% chance of placing provoke debuff on all enemies if the first provoke is placed. Conditional provoke though. And then attacks all enemies, has a 80% chance of removing a random. Now this champion is not used, he's not built, he's stored in everybody's vault. I'll use as faction guardian, so I just remembered now. For Hoarding is a extremely high damage dealing champion. He has good stats that you can build with a lot of crit rate, crit damage and attack. He will one shot a lot of weaker opponents. So he's best known for this skill that allows him to take an extra turn if he kills an enemy, right? No, he places the increased attack and increased crit rate buff on himself first with increased speed buff on this champion for 2 turns, then grants an extra turn. So he does this to himself, then he goes in with the A1. Grants an extra turn if this target if this target kills, or if the target is killed. I don't know how they say it, but yeah, if he kills somebody with the A1, he'll go again and again and again. But remember, he's placing a lot of buff on himself, which is increasing his. You don't need to build this champion with 100% crit rate because he's buffing himself. So that's awesome champion to have, but it's for faction wars. Again, he's seen in Doom Tower in some bosses, especially the I forgot her name, Dark Fae. So he's really used there a lot, but he has an aura in faction crypt also, so that's why I say this is a faction war champion. So we're kind of building up our inventory that we'll use to defeat all this faction crypt finally, if we decide to focus on that on this new to pro. So he's not a champion that people use in dungeons. He is extremely squishy, and I've not seen him a lot also in the arena because people prefer AoE nukas than single target nukas in the arena. All right, let's head over to Catacomb Counselor. He's A1, increased attack. I don't know if this new to pro already has this account. Is this champion? I don't think so. He has increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. It's 25% increased attack though. It's not like the 50% increased attack. Attacks one enemy 3 times, heals this champion by 20% of the damage inflicted. He heals himself. Now this skill is what a lot of people use him for. If you do not have an ally attack, counter attack, he comes in there. If you didn't like, what's his name, this champion that Fat Man, Farrakhan the Fat. So he's like a budget version of Farrakhan the Fat. Farrakhan the Fat does his stuff, everybody joins the attack. Farrakhan the Fat doesn't go with the attack, but he teams up with 3 random allies to attack a single enemy. The allies joining attack will use, so it's like Farrakhan the Fat, but he doesn't buff the allies, right? He doesn't do any buff, he just teams up with them and go in. So it's like a lower version of Farrakhan the Fat, and it's a 4-turn cooldown just like Farrakin skill. I think it's also 4-turn cooldown. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've not used Farrakin yet. I'm using Longbeard and other champions. Alright, he's awesome for a clan boss champion or for general content dungeons. This will make your allies hit hard, especially when you pair him with champions who do AoE damage. Remember, this all ally joint attack is always paired with AoE damage, not with single target nukas. Alright, we are looking forward to getting an Heres, because remember, we're going to be building a Demeter team, so I'm glad I didn't have to go farmer up. I finally have one here, right here sitting. So we'll see if the Demeter comp will need a Heres to be built. Alright, let's go for the next 10 pool. Hopefully we're going fast enough and not going too slow. I'm trying to rush it out because I do have 120 shards waiting on the main account, where we'll be seeing some legendary champion. Jareng, I don't see this champion being used a lot in raid either. He's has an aura in dungeons of 23%, which is kind of awesome, faster than any aura that I currently have for dungeons, but we will not be using this champion, unfortunately. He ignores 25% of defense on this A1. He does a stun on the A2 single target, and on the A3 he attacks 3 times at random, has a 50% chance of placing decreased attack, and so it's a 50% chance of placing come on, and it can be booked up to 75% chance. So this is not a champion. So yes, it's good for decreased defense and decreased attack. It's useful if you do not have any option, like you saw me just pull Duke the Pierce, right? Duke the Pierce will do it 100% with a condition. He is doing it 75%. There are 2 or 3 champions in the enemy team who might not get decreased defense and decreased attack on them. That's what this is. So attacks 3 times at random. At random, that means it's not even an AoE skill. It's not going to attack everybody. So now I see why nobody's using this champion as a consistent, reliable decreased defense or decreased attack champion. Now, we don't like at random in this game. We want everybody to get it. Decreased defense, decreased attack. Ursine Ironhide and his brother are niche champion. I've not seen them being used generally in raid because they are kind of their kit is just everywhere, all over the place. Decreased attack with a lot of conditions. Turn meter, I don't even want to spend time to read it out. Decreased attack, this is AoE, which is 100% booked. Yes, this is useful. On a 4-turn cooldown, not useful. Come on, it's an epic. Give me a 3-turn cooldown decreased attack, and that's the only skill that this is doing. So why wouldn't you make it 3-turn? It's not like he's adding something else like a turn meter or something. So these champions need a buff. Him and his brother, the 2 is it polar bear or grizzly bear that we have, skinwalkers, they need a buff, seriously, because nobody is using them in the raid. He has an passive. Each hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the target storm meter by 7.5%. Each hit. I don't even want to consider them. So if you finally get this champion as your only epic, yes, you can go ahead and build him and use him, or him and his brother, or just him alone. But if you have better options, you can see how conditional they are. All right, I think that's all the shards we have. Oh, we do have 14 more. Let me make out space. I'll be right back. All right, back to the shard pool. 14 more ancient shards right there. I'm not going to do single pools. I'm not going to waste your time because we are kind of going over the champions on this Noob to Pro to see if they're going to be useful for the account or not. So far, it's only Duke the Pierce that have stood out to us. And we have a legendary on the Noob to Pro again, and it's a War Mother. This is our second. No, that's not our second. We have a lot of other free legendaries we've gotten. A War Mother is not a champion I have on my main account. Why does the Noob to Pro keep pulling champion I want on my main account? I wanted to save the log this time for mine, and it's landed right here. So yes, this champion is a bomb champion. We know that people kind of meme on bomb champions, but this is not just an ordinary bomb champion. She has the highest, I think, multipliers for her bomb detonations. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that she does more damage from bombs than this other champion, Lord Shazad. And she has more to bring to the team, I think. I don't have this champion, so permit me to go through her skills. On her A1, she has a decreased attack on the A1. Useful. Any other special thing that comes with it? No. It lasts for 2 turns though. On the A2, that's low books, four books here. I'm surprised. Attacks all enemies, places 2 bomb debuffs that detonates after 2 turns. Bomb damage increased by 100% against bosses. That's something that Lord Shazad does not have. So she's gonna do twice the damage, 100% against bosses. I didn't know this. So this is the champion that the Noob to Pro will definitely build. I'm telling you, because I want to see how she works. On her A3, attacks all enemies, instantly detonates all bombs. Damn. So those bombs that have one turn to tick, she's just going to detonate them if it's not even their turn to go. So it's going to just explode. But there's a condition. If the champion is under increased attack. If this champion is under increased attack. But who is going to place the increased attack on her? That's a weird condition. So you need somebody to place increased attack on her for her before she does this A3, so she can detonate all bombs on the enemies. But Lord Shazad does not need any condition to detonate those bombs. It's just going to happen for one turn once they take a turn. So I don't know which one is faster. I guess for PvP, you don't want to use War Mother, you want Lord Shazad, because you just place them and the enemies are panicking, they're just going to explode. But for PvE, I think she's the key to a lot of Doom Tower stages or bosses that will be, weak against bombs. All right, War Mother, welcome to the Noob to Pro account. Damn, this account is getting stacked. Remember, this account already have a Sifi and now a War Mother. We pulled a Sifi from our last, I think it's 2x Sacred, I think. Whoa. On her aura, she increases all accuracy in faction creep by 65. That's a huge one. But it's faction wars, so it's not that useful, I guess, in general content. So yes, this champion is useful just for bombs. Like you've seen, she's not bringing any other thing to the team. She's not doing any other thing apart from bombs. But the bombs worked a lot, 100% increased against bosses. All right, that's a huge lock from the Noob to Pro. Hopefully my account also pulls a legendary champion that can surpass War Mother, I'm hoping. But it's kind of hard to impress my main account because I already have a lot of impressive legendaries, I guess. I'm not that hyped about pulling legendaries on the Noob to Pro because finally when we get the Habitat missions done and we have no other goals to pursue on the Noob to Pro, I might give this account away. Yes, we're going to do a huge giveaway. So make sure you like, subscribe, and so you can tell me later then that you've been here with me from day one. All right, that's all the shard pulls from the Noob to Pro. We did get a War Mother, we did get a Duke DPS. We're not going for the fusion on this account, so I don't care about the champion chase points that we get. But on the main account, let's switch over and see what we're gonna pull from 120 shards or more. Be right back, guys. All right, I'm back with 126 ancient shards on my main account. This account is over 2 years old. Yes, it's still 100% free to play, just like the Noob to Pro, but it has been doing Ultra Nightmare, Brutal for a long time, so we always get this many shards. So that's why you should push your dungeon content to get to that level. As part of this fusion, you don't necessarily need to pull your shards if you have fragments, champions saved up that you've not yet like summoned or something. It's about to rain heavily, but I'm always pulling for 2x. That's when I save all my shards and pull them, so I'll not pull this one. But if you save them up, you don't necessarily need to use your shards to complete this. You can use any of your older fragments that you saved up. That's why you should always save your fragments in case you don't have shards to pull. But I'm going to be pulling because I love 2x. This is also an opportunity for me to remind you that if you have a lot of shards, a ancient guaranteed event will be coming up soon, just like you have a void guaranteed event that just ended recently for one awesome void legendary champion. I forgot the name. And so the next one that might be coming up will be for ancients, or if it's for sacred, I don't know. But if you have 150 ancient shards saved up by then, you might get that awesome ancient sacred legendary champion that is available. So that's something I considered, but because I like to pull for 2x, I can't keep 150 ancients just sitting here just waiting, folding my arms. And hey, I have to create content, so let's go ahead with the pulls. I'm not going to explain most of the champions from my main account because legendary champions is what I'm looking for. Game-changing ones that I do not already have. All these epics, I do not have it except Fielja. I used that for a fusion, so I finally got a copy of her, I guess. We already have her as our Nuka on the Noob to Pro, so you know what she does. All right, hoping not to get a duplicate legendary champion. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for 2 legendaries, just 1 non-duplicate legendary will be fine for me. A new one, not was one of those new vault guards, those ones you pull them and you never use them. I'm looking for one I can actually be happy that I got a legendary. Maybe it's my turn to get a Sifi. Maybe it's my turn to get a Sifi. My third alloy. Wow. No thanks. 2 alloy is all you need. The second one is currently at level 50, not yet even 60. Hopefully my network doesn't go bad because this rain is really gonna pour down. Farrakhan the Fat, my third one also. Oathbound. This champion is awesome for faction wars if you're struggling with, I think it's the Bannerlord, right? Yes, Bannerlord faction. He does the lockout and a lot of control for faction. People build him with damage also, but I used him for control for faction wars. He's still in my faction war team till date. I remember because I just fought the faction yesterday. Apothecary was pulled on the Noob to Pro, and I forgot to tell you guys. Yes, we did pull an Apothecary, but we have a Sifi, we have other healers right now, so I'm thinking should we even build an Apothecary? We have what's her name, Demeter, on the Noob to Pro. So yes, I just found him from a mystery shard. That's where I pulled him from. That's why it wasn't a big news. All right, I was waiting for an opportunity to mention it, so there you go. Noob to Pro pulled an Apothecary finally after playing for almost 4 months. Or close to 5 months. Where is my legendary? I think we've done up to 7 pulls straight. We're getting epics, non-game changing epics either. 1 epic. How many have we pulled so far? We've gone halfway. 120. We're currently at 66. Damn. Did I not make enough space? It's looking like I'm gonna pause to create space. I thought I did make enough space. Where is my legendary champion? Are they gonna make me wait till the last moment to get it? This is a champion I don't even know what it does, but we're not gonna check it out right now. on my own time, I'll look at it. It's one that you don't often see people use in raid. Where is my legendary champion, Plarium? This is 120 ancient shards, and I know I'm not that far away from pitty, because usually I have to rely on pitty to get what I want in this game. Yes, I didn't make enough space, so let's go make 40 space and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back with 46 shard remaining. I will not use my gems to buy shard. I don't know if you're watching my shard pool video. I never use my free-to-play gems to buy shard, no matter how desperate I am that I didn't get the legendary I was looking for. I feel like my luck always goes to the Noob to Pro, and this time the Noob to Pro was pulled first instead of mine first, and it still managed to take my luck. Sion, that's a new champion. Well, kind of new. He was released as part of, I think, his login champion or something, but this is the first time I'm pulling him from a shard. I've not used him either. He do have a nice looking, strange looking build though. Like, looks like he's gonna do a lot of stuff, but people say he's trash. I can speak for him. I've not used him yet. Deacon Armstrong, really awesome. I've not yet put mine to 60 yet, but I keep seeing a lot of comms for the Doom Tower that requires me to use him or something. But I've finally put mine to 60 and put a stun set on him one day. I currently have stun set on him, but that's what faction was. I need just 1 legendary, just 1. Don't make me pull all these shards, 120 shards, and you don't drop more 1 legendary. To be a total waste. Like, to be good for me to even keep it for that guaranteed champion event. Just 1 legendary Plarium. I'm even 5th position right now. How many left? 16 left. Let's do single pulls. For this 16 left. Let's do single pulls. Come on, guys. We can't let this happen. Not like this. This would be a shame for my account. How can a Noob to Pro be progressing with the Sifi, with the War Mother, and I'm here chilling with scrap? Not like this. Come on. You know what? Let's do something different. Let me go pull Let me go pull one mystery shard and come back. Let's see something resets in the algorithm and gives me my legendary. Let's pull one mystery. You know, you never know what's holding your luck. I hope you guys have better luck than this though, because this is not looking good. Even with these 10 shards, my hopes are not high. Because if we're gonna get a legendary, we would have gotten it by 50, by 40, by 60 at 10 pool. But here we are. Alright, 9 more ancient shards to go. Still nothing. I'm beginning to think if we get to the last ancient shard and I still don't pull a legendary, this might be one of those videos where you have no choice but to use your gems to buy shards, because you know you're so close to it. It's just a few 10, 20, 30, maybe 40 ancient shards that you have to pull more to get that legendary. I do not want to end this video on a low note like this. Jingle Hunter, nah, I do not want to end this video like this. I don't want to have the title say something sad, because hey, we did get a warm mother from the Noob to Pro, so I want something awesome too from my own account, so the title can match the vibe. Yeah, we did get that delay made me think something that was gonna happen. 4 more ancient shards to go. Are we gonna have to buy with our gems to just make it possible? Damn, it's not looking good. The last one, okay, 2 more. Is this the time? No. Come on, what is that lag? I thought that was it though. I thought that was it. Alright, we're buying. I do have 3,000 gems right there. The fusion is almost ending and I've completed most of the events, so yes, I'm not gonna miss out on anything that I don't want to use this shard for, these gems for anything right now. So let's head over to the shop. Gem shop. We're not gonna do just an 11 pool. We'll do twice, so we don't come back, because they're not gonna give us in 10 pool. We know that. I think it'll be in the inbox, right? Yes. Oh, what is that? That's a shard. From where? Okay, from CVC. That might be the shard we need to to give us what we wanted. 23, I'll do a 10 pool, then I'll do the single pools. Space again. You know what? Let's just buy the space. I'm rich now. I've farmed spider all the time. We'll still need to go create some space, right? Yes. Anyways. I'm being irresponsible with my silver and with my gems right now, all because I want a legendary on this account. What is this tax right here? Not even an epic. Although I don't need it, but come on, don't do me like that. Single. Come on, the lag is getting to me, man. This video is gonna be so freaking long. We want legendary. We want legendary. Candle guard. She's guarding the candles. Notes to self: always pull on your main account before you pull on the Noob to Pro, else all the luck goes to the Noob to Pro and you get stuck with nothing. If I pulled on my main account first, I would have gotten some luck before the Noob to Pro came along and took everything away. I'll be back with some more space. Alright, I do have some more space. Let's see if our legendary is hiding in this last 9 shards that we just bought with our gems. This is bad. This is looking really bad. Am I going to get up to 150 ancients pool and no legendary on this account? Or have I pulled a legendary and didn't just notice it? Nah, I would have noticed it. You see the color, everything will change. Or am I this far away from pitty? I can't remember the last time I pulled a legendary on this account. I would have checked my pitty. Is the 2x on? Do we need to check that to make sure 2x is on? 2x chance, 1% of a legendary instead of 0.5. Yes, it's on. So what is happening? I'm just unlucky today. 4 more ancient shards to go. Purchased with gems. In this instance, you ask yourself, what would Ash do? Yes, that's what I'm thinking right now. What would Ash do? If Ash had not pulled a legendary by now, what would he do? Of course, he will buy more, buy more shards to pull. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No legendary, we're gonna buy more shards with our gems. So yes, I'm still 100% free to play. So what happens if I end up spending all my gems and still not get it? I guess that will be the time to quit raid. Wow. We're doing single pools, not 10 pools, because we must get it from single pools. Is that it? That's an epic. Trash epic. I guess I'll be number 1 in the champion chase at least, and maybe get second place and get extra fragments from from the fusion champion. This is not looking nice. This is not looking nice at all. 8 more. By now we have pulled up to 160. 160. Because I bought 29, but buying 10, that's 30. 160 ancients, no legendary champion. This is surprising. This has never happened to me. At least from my shard pool like this, I usually pull at least two legendaries. 1, then I'm fine with it. Or even if it's a dupe right now, give me a dupe, Plarium, I'll take it. I know I said I didn't want a dupe, but I'll take a dupe for faction guidance at least. This is embarrassing. I've never done a shard pool video like this throughout the time on this channel. This is tilting. Do I just leave it and come another day? Maybe my luck is not today. I'll wait for tomorrow to see if my luck is tomorrow. And after waiting for this long, and then I pull, and then it's a champion that is... Let me not just jinx it. 420. I'm out of shards. I'm out. Is it today that I no longer go free to play? 270. 3 ancient shards. Wait, it's reset time, right? Let's go to clan boss. Maybe it's the one we pull from clan boss that will be. Let's see our rewards from clan boss. Give me ancient shards from clan boss. Give me ancient shard. I don't want secrets. Thank you. Give me another ancient shard. That's a void. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Another ancient. Thank you. Can I get one more? No. All right. People are pulling Mashalad, Cupidus. Somebody just ascended Crypt King, Growl, and I'm over here. Okay, I've not claimed you. Let me pull this one I got from Clan Boss first. Let's see if this is the Clan Boss one that will give us the luck. Maybe the one I'm buying from the market are, tainted. Maybe it's the one I get from Clan Boss that is the main one. Why is that lag happening? Is that the... Nah, it's not it. The second one from Clan Boss. It's not it. I'm so tilted right now. I've never done this on this account. I've never gone this slow as to buying 3 ancient shards just to make sure I get a legendary champion. The 2x ancient still lasts the entire weekend, so there's still Saturday, there's still Sunday. I don't know where I'm gonna get ancient shards from on those days, but I know right now that I'm close to pitty. I'm close to 200, right? Maybe 170, 180. Is that it? It's not. Later, guys.